tell me a little bit more about some of the other things that you maybe thought you couldn't do and now you're doing again?
I mean, just that doing things that I couldn't do before.
And how does that make you feel?
Good. Alive.
Every single person there has just been one of the most fascinating persons I've ever met, and we're all right there together. I mean, and the environment that they put us in has been the most incredible environment for just growing and learning. And even when I'm working out, I see those other guys struggling and pushing hard, and it just makes me want to push that much harder. I think there's a great energy in the room that we're all sharing and building on. And I know that any one of these guys, if I'm going through something really difficult, they would be at my doorstep and as quick as they can get there. And
if you would have told me, hey, you're gonna deadlift 300 pounds, I would have been like, I haven't deadlifted a year and a half. Like, no, that's not gonna happen, especially not with a prosthetic. Both me and John deadlifted 350. So it's little things like that where it's having people there to push you. You're like, all right, if he can do it, I can do it, you know, and it helps you with all the excuses that you've put in your mind.
I just kept getting told, hey, look at the ATF, they're great people, they'll turn your life around, and applied, got in, and now I'm here and I'm witnessing it firsthand.
I think DB said, like, we all got our cross to bear and everybody's is different. It's just, you know, recognizing that instead of, playing that victim mindset or trying to have pity on yourself. The more you have gratitude and can kind of just work through those challenges, it's just going to make you stronger in the end. Now that I have this routine and this community and kind of self-worth now, I feel like I can tackle a lot more in my, my business world, like with acting and art. And it's just gonna give me a foundation to build on for the rest of my life.
Through all these weeks in there, I've been able to open up, express my feelings, and actually I think it feels more like a relief, sense of peace. Hopefully, I can continue that and see also that this could be a way to actually help others. That other people are going through the same way, where like, oh man, I'm just like her, I wish I can get that strength, and maybe I can get now the strength to them to do the same thing and feel liberated. I was letting too many things actually identify me, the job that I did, this disease, the symptoms, And it's like finding little by little, with this group that we're much more than that.
We've all gotten closer, hung out after the workouts, just being amongst others that have that same mentality that want to get better. And we've all, had some challenges along the way, and we just kind of lifted each other up, kept pressing, and that's what we need. It's about community, here, and then when we get out of here.
This has really been a great experience for me, and I looked at it as a chance to restart, to reboot myself. And that's exactly what I've gotten out of it. I've applied myself just because I wanted to be a sponge and get the most out of this, so I could take what I learned during this training and really apply it to myself for the rest of my life.
I hope that I'm able to share openly with people that I come across and let that make a difference. Bring people in the fold.
The last 8 weeks, it was different, but enjoyable. I've never had any bad days because they're always there to encourage me and cheer me on. It's been a really enjoyable time.
What have you already seen since being here at ATF?
Just sending better, sending tall.
I'm kind of grateful I had an accident and I got to be with the ATF.
How I've, felt over the last 8-9 weeks now, I want other people to feel it. There's a lot of things that I'm super closed off about and everything else, but when I find something that breathes the air back into me, it's hard for me not to try and breathe it back into other people because there's nothing like this anywhere else.